Yeah?
Come with us. We'd like to question you about some homicides.
Oh, for crying out loud. Who the hell did you kill?
Ugh, please. Can you not immediately jump to conclusions? I haven't killed anybody. Yet. Look, what's going on here?
We have 8 homicide victims, all of them blades.
Blades? Which ones?
Otis, Yolanda, 6 others. Names ring any bells?
Yeah. Damn. They were lowlifes, but...
All the deceased share a common trait. They all worked with you at some point. Folks claim you're grabby with mission rewards. We have a stack of such complaints. We also hear that you once shot someone in the back during a mission.
I feel like that's happened
It's
more than
reasonable
once.
to think all that earned you a few enemies. And then there's the whole Murderess alias you go by. So yeah, we're suspicious. And more than a little.
It could be a Definian, yeah.
Yeah, that does seem likely, doesn't it?
It's a possibility we're pursuing. But we still think it's best if we asked you a few questions.
Fair enough.
Then if you'll please follow me.
Hold it. Sure, the murderess will rob you blind, and she's a generally horrible person. But there's no way she killed those people. That would mean giving up on her dream. And we all know she'd never do that.
Irina?
I understand your concerns. Again, we're simply taking her in for questioning.
But she's got enemies everywhere, especially in the top brass. Who's to say she won't be given a permanent residence in the brig?
So you want us to ignore a suspect? What happens when another blade dies?
I think you need to build yourself a stronger case.
Exactly. You don't have the evidence. These types of random interrogations can easily turn into witch hunts.
Then we're at an impasse.
Not if we go catch the real murderer.
Now just a minute! I can't let a suspect waltz off and start...
What's the problem? You've got Irina.
Huh? Oh, I see. You mean you want me to go find the killer. All right, I'll do it.
Please, kitten. That isn't even funny. You're staying here as collateral. Then if I run, Officer Friendly here can throw you in prison forever.
What? I do not remember agreeing to that.
You believe I'm innocent, right?
I might believe you. But I guess if he goes along, it'll be okay.
So there you go. We'll go find the perp and be home for dinner. Let's go. We need information. Let's start by hitting up Eleonora.
A murder mystery in New LA. It's not something completely unheard of, but 8 deaths. Otis and Yolanda were, of course, characters that we met during Murderess's last Affinity mission. The gamblers that we met near the start of it.
Murderess, listen, there are some mediators looking for...
Yeah, we know. We're playing sleuth now, thanks to the selfless intervention of a certain blade.
Oh, then I guess you came here for intel, huh?
Right. So give me all you got.
I've got nothing. Sorry.
Damn!
All I know is that you're the investigation's prime suspect.
Wow, they really don't trust me.
But I believe you didn't do what they say you did. Let me look around on my own, okay?
Thanks. We'll ask around town while you're at it.
All right. I'll start digging up leads ASAP.
How exactly is asking around town going to go while you're the murder suspect? Hey, did you see someone who's been going around killing blades that all happen to be connected to me? People I've done jobs with before? Are we sure this is a good idea? Also, this is another info gathering mission, so I hate it. There's one, that's number 1. Second one's gonna be somewhere on Division Drive. How the heck is it raining so much recently, by the way? Like, rain has a fairly low chance of appearing. Like, it's not unheard of, but I think it's 10% or so, maybe a little bit less. But I also had rain in Oblivia last time, and that has maybe a 2% chance of happening? Oh, I saw something. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Vivita dropped a comm device underneath the commercial district. Which is not what I need to find right now. God damn, I hate info gathering missions. Oh, I found something. That's not what I need, though. Look in the base. There's another thing. No. Maybe near the hangout from the last mission? No, I don't see anything here. Oh, here's something. Ha! Got you! I heard the victim died after being shot in the foot and temple. If I were you, I'd avoid going anywhere alone whenever possible. But they were shot both in the foot and in the head? Why bother with the foot? And that one looks like it's just outside the hangar, and I look like I've fallen off of my thing I was trying to not fall off of. This is a pretty unusual spot to be info gathering in. I'm guessing they're somewhere near these trucks? I don't know if I've ever been in this area in this playthrough. This is just some out-of-the-way spot. And it has no good lines of sight either. Here's an info. There we go. I heard the men were all shot in the right thigh and between their eyes. That's completely insane, right? It has to be the work of some mad Xeno. Well, that conflicts with the other information we got, doesn't it? That's a bit odd.
Hey.
Anyway, I've found something. Maybe not something useful, but something.
What did your search turn up?
I've got a question for you. Were all of the male victims shot in the right thigh and between the eyes?
That's what I heard. And the women were all shot in the foot and temple.
Ah, that's it.
Pretty weird, huh?
Very much so. It seems like a message, yeah.
I could buy that the killer is trying to say something with this. I just have no idea what that is.
I've got it. Right down to the perp's name.
You do?
It's Dale Gibbon. The bastard who killed my parents.
What? How can you be sure?
My father was shot in the same way as Otis and the other men. And my mother, the same as Yolanda and the other women. Even the number of victims lines up. It's just like what happened back on Earth.
Wait, you're saying a serial killer made it onto the whale?
He was captured and sentenced to death. But it has to be him.
Murderess?
There's no way this isn't about me. He's sending me a challenge. This is my dream. Not a day goes by where I don't.
Are you... I thought your dream was to restore your family name, yeah.
Who said a girl can only have one dream?
Well, I guess, yeah.
The family name is one thing, and killing this rat bag is another.
You can't just go kill somebody in cold blood. It's illegal.
Oh, right. And where was that law when he killed my parents, huh?
That's not the... Hey, you have to help me stop her.
Do I? Do I really? I'm gonna go with you, yeah.
Thanks. I knew you'd have my back on this. I made my mind up about this a long time ago. So stop trying to convince me and tell me where he is.
How would he know that?
Look, I have a couple of leads, but I don't know if any of them are this Gibbon person.
If you say one of those suspects is me again, I will kill you.
Let's see. So, one is an interceptor named Martin, who's currently somewhere in Silvalum. The other is a prospector named Dart, whose last known whereabouts were out in Oblivia.
So one of those two men is actually Dale Gibbon?
Right.
Thank you, Eleonora. Let's go. That monster stole my future. It's time for me to steal his.
Let's go ahead and start with Oblivia first. We've been having a good time there recently. Oh, I gave her my old level 30 skill. Alright then, I get to drive this garish monstrosity again. Oh yeah, that was also something that I never really got a chance to mention. The Ares Prime doesn't turn into a vehicle, it just starts running, and I love that about it. I commented on it the one time where my audio got corrupted and I had to do post-commentary for like 3 episodes. And I have been regretting that I could not bring it up ever since, because there hasn't been a time where we had Al in the party and we could run on the ground with the Skell, and I had a good reason to put Al in front. But it is actually amazing. I love it so much. Let's talk to Dart.
Whoa, hey lady, you look ready to throttle somebody.
He always does, don't
Maybe
worry about
you.
that.
Dale Gibbon.
Sorry, what?
Oh, don't play this sap. Either you confess and I kill you, or I just kill you anyway.
Wait, kill me? What the hell, lady? I don't even know this Dale guy. My name's Dart. It's always been Dart, I swear.
Guess we picked the dud. Dale Gibbon may have been a monster, but he definitely had more guts than this sad sack. Let's
Wow,
find him,
he's
Hunter.
right there! Poor guy! Oh, he just got caught in the crossfire. I'd have given her a piece of my mind if I wasn't all alone out here. So excuse me for being a cowardly sad sack, stupid lady. Oh, poor guy. Just got caught in the middle of this. I think that might be a reference to the old Legend of Zelda cartoons. Considering she's been called a princess before. It might not be. It might just be a coincidence. I know they did reference the Legend of Zelda cartoons, that line, in the first Xenoblade Chronicles, so it wouldn't be too surprising to see it show up again. Anyway, you seem to be having a rather bad time. Yeah, you should maybe lay off that bottle of wine? Is that meant to be wine? It doesn't seem to be meant to be anything. That seems to be all black bars. Anyway.
Dale Gibbon. You've changed faces, but looking at you still makes me sick.
Ooh, it's been a while since anyone's called me that. Glad to see you finally caught on, princess. I've been leaving you love letters for a while now. It hurts to be ignored.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. We've been finding them all over. And now I'm going to show you true hurt.
Ooh, what fun. I never thought the Effinger girl could still be alive, let alone here.
I could say the same for you. What's a death row inmate doing alive and well on Mira?
There's more crooks in prison than just the inmates, princess. On the whale, too.
So you ran like a coward?
Damn straight. I specialize in killing. Dying isn't my game. I made deals with every devil that'd listen until I was on that ship's crew. But turns out living as a Mimiosome is barely different than being dead. how do I know who's inside all the people around me? Are they even human? Maybe New LA's crawling with puppets and I'm the last true man. Isn't that sad, being alone so far from home?
Didn't know you were so sensitive.
What? You want it boring? I'm a serial killer, for hell's sakes.
Then tell me, why does an anachronism like you start killing again?
I told you, I'm surrounded by puppets. They never seem worth killing.
Ah, and then you saw me.
Yes, and calling yourself the Murderess, no less. Even as a mimioso, I knew you the minute I saw you. You look just as I remember, shaking in terror, ready to wet yourself. I saw you, and there was hope. I started having dreams about killing the last of the Effingers.
I'm your dream? What an honor. Give it another 5 minutes, and I'll be your nightmare.
Try me, princess. I'll flay you and all your little puppet friends.
Yeah, it's time to dance. This guy's a hell of a nut job. Where's my scalp? There it is. Give him the breaker. Actually, let's set up the healed cloak, then give him the breaker crash. Oh, he's already toppled. Wow, this is only a level 30 skill, and it just murdered him.
No, this isn't. All I wanted was to see you break down, to see your terror turn to despair.
How's it feel being pushed to the brink of death?
Are you going to kill me?
What do you think?
You've never killed before. Not in cold blood. Surely you don't want to become an actual murderess?
Believe me, I hated you enough to want to kill you. But ironically, it was that hate for you that kept me alive. It was that hate that made me strong. I took that title to remind me that vengeance would someday be mine. I fed off it.
So, you're going to spare me, right? You wouldn't be standing here today if not for me.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm here because of people like Eleonora and Irina and my friend here. I'm here because they believed in me.
I'm glad you're coming around on this.
I was never a murderer to begin with. There are plenty of other ways to get vengeance without having to change that. I won't kill you, Gibbon. But you will die. Out here. Alone.
Wait, you're leaving me here? Please, no. Take me back home to New LA. I'll do anything you want. Anything!
Sorry, pal. You never had a home with us. Come on. Let's go bail Irina out.
Sharon, wait! Sharon!
Sharon Effinger is who I was. But until the day my other dream comes true, it's not who I am.
Oh, that didn't take too long.
Stop!
Murderess, you actually came back. Surprised? You thought I'd run for it?
Of course I did. I thought you'd be clear on the other side of the planet by now. So where's the perp?
In some monster's gut. Or its crap.
Such a dirty mouth for a princess.
I had a bad influence. You should meet her.
Maybe we can all grab a drink.
Sounds like a plan. You're in too, right?
Oh, sure, why not? I'll buy a drink for the ladies.
Really?
You know we're not gonna hold back, right?
Yeah. Hope your wallet is ready for this.
I'll probably be fine.
Mother, Father, keep watching me. I'm gonna need a lot of help along the way. But one day, I'll restore the Effinger name to glory here on Mira.
And there we go, one step closer to the Effinger name being restored. And we get Gravity Lunge, which I'm sure will be a thing that can have a use in some scenarios. Oh, and with that done, why don't we talk to Sherry here?
Wonderful.
Hey, hold up, have you seen a Wrothian around here? He got carted in with serious injuries and was undergoing treatment, but then he just up and disappeared without a word. The guy was well enough to walk, but who even knows how a Wrothian's immune system will respond to everything floating around in ULA? Can you help me look for him? Please? Could you describe the missing Wrothian? You want a description? Well, he had a face you don't see on many people in town. Fuzzy, with pointy ears. I guess that's kind of normal for a Wrothian, huh? Let's see, under other distinguishing features. Oh, he kept muttering, Prince Gidjarg! Prince Gidjarg! Some kind of Wrothian get-well spell or something, maybe? His name was, I know this, 1 second, Mo! No, wait. Aha! It was Nizine! I'm sure of it! It hasn't been that long since he vanished, so he must be somewhere in the city. If you can find him, drag his sorry ass back here, will ya? And I mean that literally. Physically drag him if that's what it takes. I can fix any lumps or bruises you may give him along the way. He's got worse injuries than that to worry about. So if he won't sit still for treatment, I'll just make him. Okay, I'll prep things here so I'm ready to start with treatment once he's back. Good luck! Cooking schooled. That sounds like it has very little to do with actual medical treatment, and it looks like he's in the residential district, so that's the commercial district. Anyway, in the district that I knew it was, the commercial district, he is hiding in this back alley. Looking, you know, normal. Wait, please, no! Ah! Please do not shout, dearest human female. I merely have a request of you. Someone please help me! Help! I ask that you listen. If it's not a bother, listen to me. If you please, madam. Help! You there! This thing is threatening me! I beg your pardon, madam. I'm doing no such thing. The hell you aren't! You just grabbed me by the lapels and said I had to listen to what you said! And what part of that is threatening, exactly? I guess Wrothians have a different metric for what being threatening is. What part isn't threatening? Of all the contrary, you, madam, are unreasonable. Are you serious right now? Ha! Bah! This is going absolutely nowhere. Ho there! Good sir, hold please. Is that? It is! You're the blade who assisted me before, are you not? Now at this point you might be saying, wait, who the heck is this guy? He was actually the guy we rescued at the start of Lionhearted. Don't worry too much if you forgot about him. I also forgot every time. And I'm looked him up and I'm recording this in post. 10,000 of the most sincerest apologies to foist this on you so suddenly, but could I ask you to acquire me a suitable sword? He wants a sword? Don't give him a sword, are you freaking insane? I feel it will make dealing with all of this much simpler. Eek! Quickly now, a sword if you please, before this gets any more out of hand. surprisingly, there's no option to not give him a sword. Even though he is behaving quite out of line, you do actually have to go to the shop to finish this mission and get a chrome sword instead of dragging him back to the treatment center like Sherry so kindly asked of us. Once you've got the sword, let's talk to Nizane again. I said that's enough! Please, all I ask is that you hear what I have to say. It is a matter of life and death for my entire people. It seems more like a matter of my death. You return! Have you found me a sword, perchance? Chrome sword. Ha! This shall be my trusty blade, my partner with whom I shall share fate and cleave all in twain. Which brings me back to you, madam. No! Yes, this sword will indeed suffice for a kitchen knife. Now, please hear out my request if it is convenient. This cake you serve in your establishment, will you please teach me the secret of its creation? No! Wait, what? Cake, madam. That most delectable of foodstuffs with the flowery aroma and the spongy, sweet taste. It was a celebration to behold, and an even further celebration in my mouth. A true delight for every sense. I would dearly like to craft this lump of pure culinary joy for myself. Now that I have acquired a knife, the core tool of any chef, I am ready to learn. Okay, shut the front door. I'm going to go ahead and assume by cake you mean cake, so put away the knife. No knives in cake. Also, a sword isn't a knife. I'm just saying, yeah, that would be really hard to use for cooking. Even if you had a recipe that needed a knife, like, I don't know, Steak Diane. Well, not technically, no. But many a fine meal was made on the battlefield using weapons for cooking implements. My most dearest and wisest of madams. Right, okay, think I've heard enough to get the picture. But first things first, put that sword, or knife, whatever, the pointy thing, put it away. As you wish. Holy crap, finally. Now what were we talking about? Oh, right, cake. Why the sudden interest in baking? To a Wrothian, meals are a way to refuel for battle, a means of taking in calories and nothing more. During times of war, all that matters is how quickly a meal can be prepared and consumed. It is nothing more than adding oil to a machine. Finding pleasure in dining is a foreign concept. And yet this cake, this glorious cake, it's the moment that I found what should be simple who wrote this word? Alimentation. Alimentation entered my mouth. I found my soul stirred and my morale at an all-time high. We are accustomed to drawing physical strength from the food we consume, but this replenishes mind and spirit as well. I was flabbergasted. This is a miracle ration, madam. This cake. Wow, just wow. I have never in my life heard anyone wax poetic over one of my cakes. I'm surprised. Cake is very good. I guess you don't seem like a bad type of guy. Little passionate, maybe. If this cake can bolster my people's spirits, raise their morale, and give them the will to live, then I must know its secrets. I will forever turn my sword into a kitchen knife, and wield it not to cut down my foes, but to lift up my allies. Yeah, I'm still not buying that the sword is a knife. My blade was never able to split asunder more than 100 foes in a single battle. Yet if I can master cake, I could save 3 times that many allies. Please, teach me to make your cake. Yeah, look if it's if it's cake rations you want? If it's combat rations you want, I'm not sure cake is the best fit. What? But why? Well, it spoils pretty fast, so you can't bake it in bulk and store it. Also, it's a hassle to make even when you aren't trying to put it together on a battlefield. But my most celebration. Sorry to burst your bubble, buddy. Is there nothing else? Something able to lift the spirits that have been crafted in the field? Well, I suppose, but... Listen, I do want to point out that I run a bakery and not a field outfitter. We're all well aware of this, right? Anyway, the sort of thing you want is outside my field of expertise. I'd need a proper recipe to teach you. But if you had such a recipe, that would be sufficient? You would train me in the creation of new foodstuffs. Very well, I shall find a recipe. It so happens we are in the presence of a master of such searches, one who is freshly done finding my sword for me. I assume you heard everything? Then I beg of you on 1,000 bended knees, and for the sake of my people, help me find this recipe. Psst. Yeah, so this guy seems a bit picky. Probably best to bring a few recipes just in case. I am ever in your debt, good sir. Know that you have my eternal gratitude. Oh my god, I forgot this had info gathering. Surely we can just go and talk to Lynn for something like this, right? We don't have to go around the entire city poking around for the one guy that happens to... well, no, that's not what I'm looking for. You only have eye for stupid cat, and the Novon are jealous of her? Aww. That's funny. I love that. Is it you? It's not you. How about you? No. No, that's not. Aha! You want to come over to some hot pot? Well, just gather a bunch of local mirrored ingredients, cram them in a pot, and see what happens. It'll be magical. Hot pot is great, actually. One of the best things you can do with just some soup stock and whatever you have. If you've never tried a hot pot before, I actually highly recommend them. They are a ton of fun. It can be kind of hard to find a good hot potting pot, but... Can you stop giving me the info I'm not looking for? Aha! You're looking for new recipes? Then I'll teach you the curry recipe that's been handed down in my family for generations. Careful though, it's spicy. Like Ring of Fire spicy. That doesn't sound too bad, honestly. I also like curries. Curries aren't my favorite thing to make, but they come together quickly. They're super easy to cook up. Personally, I prefer stir fries, though. I've got some leftover rice. I could make some fried rice out of that. That would be pretty good. By the way, why are these info gathering zones so large for this one? This is an insane area to dig through.
Now then.
Here's something. No. Battle data, Hugo in the test hangar. Ah, well.
You hear?
Gosh, dang. Not that one either. Oh, there's something.
Let me tell you. Yeah.
Ha! Oh, crying out loud. It left the screen as soon as it went on. Oh, well. Got all 3 recipes now, so I can head back to Nidane. We've got some ideas. Ah, my good blade. I am ever in your debt. Have you gathered the recipes? Oh, my. If I may. I see. Curry, Peking duck, and potluck hot pot. How are these the recipes you wound up with? It boggles the mind. Oh, you are not the right person. That's fine. No one noticed. I fear all these names are foreign to me, madam. Could I trouble you to explain the foods to me? What? Sure, I guess. I mean, I'm no expert, but yeah, I can give you the basics. So, curry. You take meat and vegetables and spices and turn them into a rich stew, basically. You can serve it with rice or bread or whatever. Peking duck? Well, Peking was a place and duck was a bird. The dish involved roasting whole. Oranges are involved, I think. And the last one, potluck hot pot? Oh boy, yeah, this one switches the definition of recipe a bit. You throw anything you want to into a pot, and add whatever stock you have and call it a day. That's it. Right then, which one do you think you should learn? God, hot pot is nice. Surely a dish called a pot of luck will bring fortune to my people in battle, yes? Back on Earth, the word potluck was only exciting to old grannies. It's funny seeing someone so aggro get so amped about it. Oh, I loved hosting potlucks whenever my family would host potlucks when I was a kid, because there was just so much food every time. What is this? Aggro. Forget it. I'm not about to judge anyone for their likes or dislikes. If it floats your boat, more power to you. But it's still a terrible recipe. Not a recipe at all, really. It was silly of me to even include it in the running. So, all things considered, I think curry is our best option. Understood. I would dearly like to try my hand at it. Please, madam, train me in the ways of curry. I'd be happy to, but... well, we can use my kitchen and cooking utensils, but we're still short on ingredients. An easy matter to resolve. It so happens we are in the presence of a master of such searches, freshly done with finding my sword and the recipes. Saw that one coming. I trust you heard everything, yes? Then please, for the sake of my people, go forth and gather the ingredients to make curry. You're really getting the short end of this deal, huh? Well, thanks, I guess. I am ever in your debt once more. I probably have everything we need. Yep, there it is. I am ever in your debt, my good blade. I have been eagerly awaiting your promised return. Have you the ingredients? Sure do. A marbled Swede fillet? Lacy potatoes, you need 10 of those, but they are common, so you probably have them. And Kipo carrots. All easy to find in Primordia, so this one shouldn't take you much time even if you don't have the ingredients. I see meat and various vegetables. These are at least familiar to me. I should hope so. Though I'm guessing you probably just throw them into the fire, burn them to hell, and eat the crispy remains, right? Which means you're gonna need some lessons in basic food preparation. I shall be your most eager of students. Well, I'm already in this up to my eyeballs. May as well see it through. Let's into the kitchen. Yeah, so are we. It feels like we've completely forgotten what we were sent to do in the first place. Well, it looks like curry anyway. I walked him through the process start to finish, but he didn't touch the food at all. Oh, I didn't touch the food at all. My bad. Which means this curry is completely the creation of Chef Nizane. I admit I was surprised at how quickly he took to it, and less surprising, he handles a knife like a pro. Could be that he's a natural-born chef. Chef? What is this? Chef? Is it an honorific title given to those tasked with preparing meals? Hold on, he knew what a chef was earlier in this mission! Yeah, basically, it's what we call people who use food to make people happy. A natural-born chef. Yeah, well, we should probably have a taste test before I start handing out stars to your theoretical restaurant. Traditionally, it's the chef who gets to do the honors. You made it, you try it. This is a customary reward. Not a reward so much as a chance for you to decide if your food is worth feeding to others. Ah, it seems fitting that I bear that responsibility. This. Well, how's it taste? The immediate thrill when it touches the tongue. The burning warmth as it passes down the throat. The sense of satiety it brings upon reaching the gut. And above all, the spicy flavor that strikes the palate with the force of a punch. Exhilarating, shocking. My heart dances, madam.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What manner of divine food is this? Curry? I thought we covered that part. I'm truly experiencing delicious for the first time. This is the greatest pleasure I have ever known! My mouth screams with delight! Okay, let's not go overboard here. It can't be that good. Here, Kimmy, you're too crazy to have a rational opinion. Holy snot! It really is good! Actually, wow, I can't believe this, but I don't think I've ever tasted a curry this delicious. Thanks to your tutelage, madam, I have glimpsed the first hints to the secret of cooking. My sword never rivaled that of His Highness, but my curry will lose to no Wrothian. I feel I am finally able to stand as the prince's equal. I have found a path I can walk without shame. A self in which I can take pride. I am in your debt, most beautiful and wise madam. I swear unto you that I will never forget this moment, not my sense of gratitude and wonder. I will let these feelings drive me down the honorable path of the chef. One batch of curry and you've hit enlightenment. And you, good blade. From my blade to the recipe and to the ingredients, you have done me one kind service after the next. I ask that you watch as I hone my skill as a chef. The day I perfect my craft is the day you shall feast like a king. I thank you from the core of my being. I only just remembered. I expect you initially came looking for me at the behest of someone from the Mimiozo Maintenance Center, correct? Well, as you have seen, I now burn with a newfound purpose. I fear I cannot go back there now. I will explain to the workers there myself, however. You will need only accept this humble token of my thanks. You honor me by taking it! Oh, Nizan is great! I love this game's side quests so much. Every single one of them is so well written. But with all that done, I am now craving some curry like nothing else. So next time on Xenoblade Chronicles X, for real this time, we're going to be clearing out the final affinity mission in the entire game. See you guys then.